Egyptian na Gracia Osebru Anonyeli, Edengos Neti Boronine, Ojazingos Buma forgive Jesu.
Maria da son nke Chukwu, Rebara Ninja yo, Kita na manowa, amen.
Neju Ojibo Wani Kose Browa.
Korele Kisipu.
Ekene Maria, Egyptian na Gracia Osebru Anonyeli, Edengos Neti Boronine, Ojazingos Buma forgive Jesu.
Maria da son nke Chukwu, Rebara Ninja yo, Kita na manowa, amen.
Okwe Melaro.
Owe
Ekene Maria, Egyptian na Gracia, Osebru Anonyeli, Edengos Neti Boronine, Ojazingos Buma forgive Jesu.
Maria da son nke Chukwu, Rebara Ninja yo, Kita na manowa, amen.
Yabala anya yo onne nke Chukwu dị asọ. Ayiyo, anyị na-arịọ gị o Chukwu, ka enye Kraịst anyị n'ime obi anyị, ka anyị bụ ndị nje butere ozi ọma, wee mara iwere arụ Kristi nwanyị, site n'afọ ya na obi ya, wee bata n'otito na mbilite n'ọnwụ ya, site na Kristi dị nwere anyị. Amen. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Ka mkpụrụ obi ndị niile kwerenụ gara aga. Ka mkpụrụ obi fa zuru ike na ndokwa.
Amen.
Onye nwe anyị nọnyere ụnụ. Ka Chineke ji ike niile gọzie ụnụ, Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Amen.
Ebona the FM, 24 hours of informative, educative, and entertainment programs. Can't stop, won't stop. On Ebona the 103.5 FM.
Listen to news updates on Ebona the 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebona the FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
Good morning and welcome to Ebona, the 103.5 FM news update. Today, Friday, the first day of September 2023, and the time is 4 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Ifeanyi Chukwu Ekezie is my name. The headlines. Police rescue kidnapped victim, bust criminal gang in Anambra, Imo governorship poll. Soludo Abaribe vow to sack Uzodinma. Oti to Abia civil servants, days of truancy, lateness to work over. Abuse of office, PDP chieftain, rights group asks EFCC, ICPC to probe Ebonyi Council chairman. INEC to start recruitment of ad hoc staff for Imo, Bayelsa, Kogi elections. Rwanda, Cameroon announce major changes in their security forces. Now, details. Police rescue kidnapped victim, bust criminal gang in Anambra. Police operatives attached to the area command headquarters Onitsha have rescued a kidnapped victim in the commercial city. Police public relations officer, PPRO, Mr. Tochukwu Ikenga, said the operatives were on a township patrol when they received a distress call at about 9:30 p.m. of a kidnap incident around the Boromi roundabout. According to him, the operatives responded to the distress call and caught up with a shuttle bus in which the kidnapped victim was held. The operatives professionally engaged the kidnappers in a shootout without harming the hostage, who was rescued unhurt. 2 suspects were arrested at the scene. while others managed to escape with gunshot wounds. The police team recovered one Beretta pistol, 9 rounds of 9mm live ammunition, and a shuttle bus without number plates, which the criminals used for the kidnap operation, Ikenga said. Ikenga further said that the Commissioner of Police, Aderemi Adoye, while commending the operatives for the remarkable feats, charged them to intensify efforts aimed at apprehending the fleeing gang members. He also called on hospitals in the area to report anyone presenting gunshot injuries while treatment is ongoing to save lives. Elsewhere in Ogidi, Idembele North local government area, the police operatives also busted a 4-man burglary gang that usually targets commercial shops across the state. The police PRO said they acted on a tip-off. The police stormed the hideout of the gang and condoned it off to prevent escape of any of the gang members. He said that 4 suspects who are all from Ebonyi State were arrested. Recovered from those were 2 ladies' motorcycles, 2 big generators, 1 wheelbarrow, 1 deep freezer, 3 bags of rice, and 2 large iron cutters. Imo governorship poll, Soludo Abaribe vowed to sack Usodimma. The governor of Anambra State, Chukuma Soludo, and the senator representing Abia South Senatorial District, Senator Enyinia Abaribe, on Thursday vowed to sack Governor Hope Uzodimma of the All Progressive Congress in Imo State and replace him with the candidate of the All Progressive Grand Alliance in November 11 governorship election. They stated this in Owerri while kicking off the Imo governorship campaign of the APGA candidate Tony Ejogo on Thursday. According to them, it was time to end insecurity and bad governance in Imo State. They also said that Imo remained an APGA state and it was time to return it to APGA. Soludo, represented by his deputy, Onyekachukwu Ibezim, was of the view that we are campaigning in Imo because we have been winning in Imo. So there is a need for us to come together and protect our votes. We must go back and take back our land. We have done it before, we will repeat it again. We commence enlightenment of our people that it is time again to do what we have to done before, the way we did it in Anambra. You saw what happened in Abia. We will do it in Imo State. The senator representing Abia South at Senator Enyinia Abaribia said, we chased away that of Abia. We will chase away Governor Hope Uzodimma. It is not only voting. The Abga and Imo people, after voting, follow your vote and count it and protect it. The Imo State governorship candidate of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, Abga, Tony Ejogo, said, among other things he intended to do, that my first charge in the rebuilding agenda is to make our communities livable again. From August 2020 to July 2023, our dear Imo State has experienced 209 violent attacks. No fewer than 289 people have lost their lives to those attacks, while about 100 people have been kidnapped and mostly unaccounted for subsequently. Sadly, even Ohaji, Ebema, Ngokbala, Mbise, Oguta, and Ikereduru, all areas known as for our food basket for generations, can no longer produce enough for themselves because of insecurity. Therefore, we shall set out to make food abundant again by making it safe for farmers to return to their farmlands, harnessing our agricultural potential fully and making the right investments so that our people can have more than enough to eat, he said. Oti to Abia civil servants, days of truancy, lateness to work over. The governor of Abia State, Alex Oti, has warned that his administration will no longer tolerate truancy, lateness to work, and all other behaviors that are capable of sabotaging the effectiveness of the civil service in the state. Oti, who spoke at the International Conference Center in Omaya, the state capital, at the inauguration of the new Abia Orientation Agency, further warned the teachers who encouraged examination malpractices will soon be dealt with. He said that the new Abia has no room for corruption, saying that receiving and offering bribes will be unacceptable in his government. He added that the new Abia State Orientation Agency represents the boldest attempt by the state government at hitting the reset button from the mediocrity that the incumbent administration met on assumption of office. The Director General, Abia Orientation Agency, Pastor Dike Nwankwo, in his speech, promised that the agency would work towards achieving the goals and purposes for the establishment of the agency. Abuse of office, PDP chieftain, rights group asks EFCC, ICPC to probe Ebonyi Council chairman. A chieftain of the People's Democratic Party in Ebonyi State, Moses Idika, on Thursday described the state of local government administration in the state as hopeless. This was as a rights group in the state, Justice, Human Rights Protection and Defense Organization, called on the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offenses, ICPC, to look into the finances of 13 local government chairmen in the state to ensure prudence and accountability of the allocations released to them by the federal government. Idika also described the reign of the chairman and the 13 local government area in the state as illegal, adding that every money spent by the chairman must be accounted for in due time, aside from the welfare of the chairman, and token on Tokumbo vehicles given to councillors in some local government areas. You can't really say that there is a local government system in place in Ebonyi State today. Director of the organization, Silas Akubiro, maintained that the inability of the anti-graft agencies in the country to live up to their responsibilities has made the political office holders embezzle government funds, run political offices as personal businesses without recourse to the responsibilities and duties that the office comes with. INEC starts recruitment of ad hoc staff for Imo, Bayelsa, Kogi elections. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has begun the recruitment of ad hoc staff ahead of governorship elections in Imo, Bayelsa, and Kogi State. INEC, in a statement on X, formerly Twitter, said the portal for the recruitment exercise is open from Thursday, 31st August 2023, and will close on October 2nd. On who can apply, INEC has implored all applicants to visit the eligibility page where they will review the qualification criteria necessary for any election staff positions of their interest. All applicants are also encouraged to fill and submit the registration forms online to consideration as ad hoc staff in the 11th November 2023 off-cycle governorship elections in Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi states. According to INEC, applicants must not be a political party member. They must not have demonstrated or expressed support for any candidate or party and must reside in the state selected except for registration area technicians. Now we move over to the foreign scene. Rwanda, Cameroon announced major changes in their security forces. Rwanda and Cameroon announced major changes in their security forces Wednesday, affecting high-ranking military personnel. In Rwanda, President Paul Kagame retired hundreds of soldiers in a move that followed the promotions of a number of young soldiers in the country's security apparatus and appointments of new generals to head army divisions stationed in different parts of the country. A statement by the Rwanda Defense Force showed Kagame had approved the retirement of a dozen generals, 83 senior officers, and 6 junior officers. Kagame also authorized the retirement of 86 senior non-commissioned officers, the statement said. At least 678 soldiers were retired after their contract ended, while 160 others were discharged on medical grounds. The statement indicated that many members of the old guard who fought in Rwanda's liberation war in 1994, such as General James Kabere, General Fred Ibingira, and Lieutenant General Charles Kayonga, were among the retirees. Both Kabere and Kayonga previously served as Chief of Defense Staff of the Rwanda Army during separate periods. Meanwhile, in Cameroon, President Paul Biya, one of Africa's longest-serving leaders, also made new appointments at the Defense Ministry's Central Administrative Unit, according to a decree made public on social media. This is where we draw the curtain on news updates on Airborne at the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Police rescue kidnapped victim, bust criminal gang in Anambra, Imo governorship poll, Soludo, Abaribe vow to sack Uzodimma, Oti to Abia civil servants, days of truancy, lateness to work, over. Abuse of office, PDP chieftain, rights group asks EFCC, ICPC to probe Ebonyi Council chairman. INEC start recruitment of ad hoc staff for Imo, Bayelsa, Kogi elections. Rwanda, Cameroon announced major changes in their security forces. You just listened to news updates on Ebon at the 103.5 FM. News produced and read by Martin Ifeanyi Chukwu Ekeze. Thank you for listening. Good morning.
Listen to news updates on Ebona 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebona FM breaks the news with actualities.
And the link that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street report. If we do not address these challenges on Ebona FM, who will? As the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be,
Government, whatever.
Street report is here to make sense of it all. Street report is causing social change across your streets, in your community. Street report is here with hardcore journalism to get to the roots of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin Ifeanyi Chukwu, as number the first every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on Ebona 103.5 FM as Street Reports unfolds in your face. On Emas Ebona the corner
24/7, 24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen, tighten your seatbelt as we take you on this smooth ride. Let's go! It's the morning drive on 103.5 Ebona FM, keeping your morning engaging as we take you through the smoothest ride on radio.
from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
Getting your morning inspired, be informed.
Thank you. Like, subscribe, and share. Right? Don't